2026, 12 o'clock p.m. I will ask for a call. Mr. Hamilton?
Here.
Mr. Foley?
Here.
Mr. Reber?
Here.
Mr. Steck is here. We have a quorum. We'll wait for Mr. Rickards. There was no executive session held before this meeting, so there's nothing to report on re-executive session. Public participation on the agenda items only. I see that we have no members of the public here. I will, though, note that we have Jonathan Bergmiller from the Penn Live and Ryan from Rock the Capitol. And remind me of your last name because I always forget it.
Kimmett.
Kimmy?
Kimmett.
Kimmett, thank you. Here as well as Larry Moore, as members of the public. Our first agenda item that we need to take care of is reorganization of the Industrial Development Authority for the year 2026. And
Mr. Chairman,
yes,
I don't think this board typically does this, but it's probably more appropriate to turn the
meeting
share
over to,
over to either me as the solicitor or someone else to handle the reorganization.
Okay.
And then whoever's elected chairman,
at this point then,
I would turn it back over to them.
yeah, at this point then, I would ask that we turn the meeting over to Latoya for reorganization.
And so, thank you, Mr. Steck. The agenda includes an item for reorganization of the board officers. And according to the bylaws, to elect a chairman, vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and assistant secretary treasurer. Are there any nominations for those positions? Mr. Foley?
I'd like to nominate the current slate, the existing slate, and also have the 2025 slate for clarity.
So there's a nomination on the floor from Mr. Foley that would put forth a slate of officers to keep them the same as 2025. Is that what your nomination is?
That's correct.
For everyone's information, that would include Mr. Steck as chairman, Mr. Rickards as vice chairman, Mr. Reber as treasurer, Mr. Foley as secretary, and Mr. Hamilton as assistant secretary treasurer. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
No, I will just say I appreciate the motion and second, and I just want to go on record. I think folks know that my term expires at the end of 2026, and I do not anticipate that I will seek reappointment to this board or the Economic Development Corporation. So I appreciate you nominating me to be chairman for this final year, and I look forward to working with all of you. I think we have a good IDA, EDC, a good working crew of people who bring a lot of experience to the table from different backgrounds, and I'm certainly honored by that. So thank you, Mr. Foley, Mr.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes 5-0. I will now turn the meeting back over to the chairman, Mr. Matt Steck.
Thank you, Latoya. In front of us, we have the minutes for the November 20th meeting. And since we did not have a December meeting, we approved those minutes. So I will look for a motion to approve the minutes of the November 20th, 2025 meeting. So moved by Mr. Rickards. Seconded by Mr. Reber. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, the ayes have it. Now, in terms of financial, I have to ask again, Mr. Brooks, what we want to do. We want to table this motion at the present time, Latoya and Mr. Brooks, in terms of approving these financials for July 2025 through December 2025. I know that Tim, you've done a great job in loading things into the Oracle system that we can see. We want to talk about that. But before I make a motion, I just want to make sure that the motion should be to table those, and, because we need to update them further before we look.
That is appropriate.
So I will look for, I guess I will make the motion to accept the financials, or to table the acceptance of the financials and approval of July 2025 through December 2025, until the next meeting.
Yes.
Until this next meeting. So I made the motion.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Brooks. All right, Mr. Brooks,
All right.
tell us what you've done.
This has been an arduous task. This is, we have 16 bank accounts through RDA, LBA, IDA, EDC. And we have to do bank reconciliations for all of them because our meetings are just a week apart. So I've been, grass to the hound trying to get everything in. This is a very intense process in terms of you get the information into Oracle. Once you get it into Oracle, then you have to post it to the ledger. Then we can run the reports that you guys are used to seeing in terms of the trial balance report and the payment register reports. I've been able to get everything into Oracle. That's what I have displayed up here. You can see from the reconciliation status, they're complete. The system has, has accepted them as being completed and balanced bank reconciliations. It's just the report running for each and every one of those that has to get done as well. So we can do monthly trial balance reports. That's not a big issue. The bank reconciliation report is the one where you got to do bank by bank, month by month, and it is just an arduous task. I just did not get any opportunity to get through all of that. But it is all the information from all the bank reconciliations is in Oracle system. So our banks now match Oracle. Oracle matches our banks. So when we get the finalized information or reports that I'm able to run over this next couple of weeks here, not even weeks, here within another week or so at the very latest, I'll be able to put everything into a report that you guys are used to seeing, and everything should be good.
Questions?
Just for everyone's edification, there was a change in this position and you started here how many months ago?
And September 15th.
So you've had some catch up to do, and that's
Yes.
why there's this delay.
We spent some time visiting banks together.
Oh, yes, yes. Trying to give access to the banks was, time and task as well, so.
A lot of people relationships.
Yeah. All right, so we have a motion and a second. I don't think we voted on it. All in favor of the motion for tabling the financials until our next meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Solicitors report and action items.
I do not have a report. There are action items further down on the agenda we'll get to.
Any new business? Mr. Connor? Hearing none. Old business. Approval of authorization resolution related to the Whitney Center 2010-2022 project redevelopment capital assistance application. Operation.
Yeah, so once again, the Industrial Development Authority has the capacity to be a pass-through for the RACP grants. Pass-through request for the Whitaker Center. And this is an old project that they had completed years ago. It's the old STEM Whitaker Center, the gaming studio, the science, technology, engineering, and working grades, here.
So I'll look for a motion to approve that authorization to allow us to sign it. I'll make that motion. George, in the past on these, and this is more curiosity question, do we receive any support letters when they come to us and talk to you, like here, our local senators and representatives who work in this project? I mean, I know people support the Whitaker Center. I'm just wondering if we get this support letter.
Yeah, well, everything goes in the PNP system.
Right.
It's the state system. It's a portal system. So yeah, all of the application, any documentation that we may have, support letters from senators, representatives, will go into that system.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, the ayes have it. The second under old business is the Whitaker Center Post Cooperation.
Right, so normally there's, well, here there's three agreements. There's a resolution for the board to sign. There's a host cooperation agreement, which the commissioners will sign. And then there's a cooperation agreement, just the boards. These are the documents that the OMB office has to administer. This is all the documents. These are the ones that- documents.
Same project.
Same project, right?
All right, I'll make a motion that this board approve that resolution regarding the host cooperation agreement.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, the ayes. Update on the document migration project.
Yes, so we did not, we mentioned this collective intelligence device that will assist with right to knows. I mentioned this month. We did not get a chance to talk to our redevelopment authority about sharing costs with you guys. We did send questions to the company. It did answer them. I think she emailed those questions to you guys. So if you have anything else, Mr. Hamilton, a couple questions. Did you okay with the answers that were given?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we'll wait till next month to see what happens with the other board, if they're gonna be amenable to sharing costs. If not, we'll come back to February. And this we asked 50/50. 25.
And it's Mr. Tennell, who's the chair of the redevelopment.
Yes.
It is. I don't know if you needed me to call and yell at him. I'll give you a chance. Thank you. So no action on that. Solar project update.
Sure, so the potential purchaser updated us last week, in terms of what they understand the status of the PPL litigation to be, and indicated that, they have every intent to move forward with closing on the purchase of the IDA solar farm. Based on what they reported in terms of, permitting processes and things like that should go smoothly. We would anticipate the transaction, the activity picking up, that we would be moving towards a closing in the near future.
Would that be within the next month, you think, or
No, the next couple months.
2 months? Yeah.
Based on, so.
Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. it can go- Okay. Okay. Any questions on that? No.
No.
Mr. Robinson, I know that you have a background on this as well and have reported to this board on what's going on in the solar farm, kind of history of the solar farm. Do you have any questions? Where things stand?
I know George and I and Tim, we took a ride out there about a month ago, and it is doing well and operating and getting actually a decent rate of return right now at this second. Just got a check, I believe, of getting a check. So now I think, as I mentioned, this predates my tenure or postdates my tenure, but it would be nice that we have an end date, whether they're going to buy it or not buy it, although we don't have a backup plan, who else would buy it? But typically there is an end date.
Yeah.
And this board keeps getting one more month.
Yeah.
One more month. But we understand why I said that, so.
And Mr. Brooks wasn't able to come today. I know you said you wanted another update.
Yeah, but I saw the correspondence, and, it seems seems positive. Okay. Gaming program update.
We have a gaming advisory board meeting on the 29th at 3:00 at Harrisburg University. That is the meeting where we will be inviting all of the applicants who did not receive their own public hearing to come and talk to the board with any new or updated information that is not in the application or provided through the questions that they received.
Any questions?
Welcome to 110. We have room for.
Infrastructure bank.
No report.
Small business loan program.
We have a loan in the pipeline we sent to Alex to review, so we'll have a meeting about that. So,
Great. Correspondence and miscellaneous items. Any board comments? Any public participation? Any questions from the people here in the meeting that you'd like us to answer? Thank you. Okay, I'll look for a motion to adjourn the IDA meeting at 12:16.
so moved.
Second.
By Mr. Ricketts and seconded by Mr. Reaver. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? We are adjourned at 12:16. I don't think that beats your record. Good shame. All right. Now I would like to call this meeting of the Dauphin County Economic Development Corporation to order at 12:17 on January 15th. And we can report from a call to order roll call that all members are present of the Economic Development Corporation. And there was no executive session that was held before this meeting. There was no business that we needed transact, pardon me. Public participation on the agenda items only. Members of the public here are from Penn Live and from Rockland Capital. Mr. Moore from Elmore Entertainment. We'll get to that in a minute. So at this point, I will now turn the meeting over to LaToya
Thank you
to
very
reorganize.
much. Thank you very much, Mr. Steck. The Economic Development Corporation needs to elect officers for the 2026 term. And so those officers would be chairman, vice chairman, secretary, and treasurer. I believe the bylaws provide that you are not required to, but you can elect assistant officers in those positions. Typically, you have elected an assistant secretary, treasurer. And so with that said, are there any nominations for the 2026 officers? Mr. Foley?
This is not staged. I'd like to nominate the 2025 slate of officers.
Thank you, Mr. Foley. So with that nomination on the floor from John Foley to elect a chairman, Mr. Steck, vice chairman, Mr. Rickers, treasurer, Mr. Reber, and assistant secretary treasurer, Mr. Hamilton. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rickers. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I will turn the meeting over to the chairman, Mr. Steck.
Thank you, LaToya. Thank you, gentlemen. I will now I'll make a motion to approve the minutes that were sent to you of the November 2025 meeting.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? I think they're a fair reflection of the meeting. Hearing none, all in favor of approving the minutes for the November 20th, 2025 meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Acceptance of financials. I assume that I will make a motion to table the financials from July 2025 till December 2025, so that we can update them and have a full ledger for us to look at in the near future, next month.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Hamilton. Motion is second. Any further conversations? Is there anything on the EDC that we need to know that wasn't on the IDA side? Same process.
Same process. Sure.
Excellent. We have a motion and a second to table those financials from July 2025, December 2025, till next month. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, and that's have it. Carries. Solicitors report and action items.
No report, Mr. Chairman.
All right, new business. Elmore Entertainment.
Yes, we have Mr. Larry Moore here today. Larry is our consultant for the cultural festival that we do every once a year. I think this is our 17th year.
Larry, come up with this.
17th. So Larry's just gonna do a little presentation, and the reason I brought Larry in, I normally don't, but the reason we brought him in today, because we do have new board members that may not be aware of the cultural festival and what we do here in Dauphin County. It's a free event. It's August 15th this year. Go ahead, Brooke. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I,
No, Larry's gonna give a presentation about what we do, preparing for this event. It's a lot of work involved, and Larry does a year contract that is on the agenda for approval. And I just want you guys to meet him that didn't maybe not know Larry. I think Doug and back here. And Larry, take it away when we talk about the Cultural Fest, and there's a little video we have from 2025.
Mr. Speck and Board of Directors, Dauphin County staff, I'd say happy New Year. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to come down. When I first came in, I thought I was at the wrong meeting. It's on the industrial stuff. But what I do, I'm retired from the county. I worked like 13 years in the administration here. Up at Parks and Rec. I was the Deputy Recreation Director up at Fort Hunter. And coming across the bridge, obviously that gap down the river, that the weather looked good. So, I mean, I thought about Fort Hunter. I worked for Mayor Reed for several years. I ran all the playgrounds and Parks and Recreation. And also, I'm a retired basketball coach at Harrisburg High School. Retired girls basketball.
He was a tough coach. I hated refereeing games.
I think like that's why you were retired.
You didn't know me, you know? When I had to tee him up a couple of times, that straightened me.
But,
Sorry about that.
comes in the game. But I've had the opportunity to work with commissioners. I've had the opportunity to work with staff in Dauphin County. And I've been blessed culturally to be able to travel to see different festivals. Getting ready to go in a few weeks on the Soul Train cruise for about 9 days. We're not at war out in the Caribbean. But I've had the opportunity to see several groups, festivals, and bring those opportunities back to the Dauphin County. The Cultural Festival is in its 18th year. This year, we've had over 70 vendors. We do the layouts. It's a year in planning. We do the layouts, hire the artists. We go through the agencies. We get all the vendors. It's a big deal. So we probably did close to 5,000 people that came to it. And where we have it at now, we used to have it in the street right out in front of the courthouse. Now we have it on Riverfront Park, right by the ice where Harrisburg University used to have the shows at. We have a small clip, maybe like 10 minutes, but if you haven't been to the cultural festival, it's an opportunity. It's a feel-good type of video that we have. We have peoples of all walks of life. We have all the cultures in Dauphin County. We do research, we go out and research all the different agencies and things like that. But if the world could be like that today, we'd be in good shape. But due to the vision of the commissioners and the board here, it's a great asset to the Dauphin County, what you do. Brooke, you can go. Got a lot of sponsors. Everything you see there, read it.
Service here with the White POC 10 with a bunch of small businesses for the Dauphin County Cultural Fest. It's lit.
Hey, my name is Erin Moore, and I'm here with Highmark Home Care and Highmark. We are here live at Dauphin County's Cultural Fest.
Hey, this is Reverend Dr. Brenda Alston here with UPMC. We are enjoying the Dauphin County Cultural Fest here at the Children's Corner. We believe in the health and the wealth and the care of everyone, and that's why we are here at the Cultural Fest. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Hannah Waterman. We're here with Health Partners and the Dauphin County Cultural Fest. We're just sharing our resources about Medicaid. We are a statewide Medicaid plan in Pennsylvania.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Carla Martínez y es un placer para mí estar presentándome aquí hoy en el Dauphin County Cultural Festival. Saludos a todos, estoy muy feliz, soy cubana y estaba regalando un poco de música, un poco de sabor cubano. Mi Carla Martínez para ustedes, muchas
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Los Monstros. We do local acts, regional acts, and then we also do national acts. We bring it. During the daytime, we do the vendors, we can do stores, we can service things during the day, and at night, they kind of fall back a little bit.
Listen to the sounds of the process. We're homegrown, y'all. We love you. This is the process. All right. Put your hands together.
We're working with the small youth dance ensemble group now, working with everyone with them, and they'll be the first shows this summer. But they're all high school kids.
You know. Yeah. Listen. Don't lie. We're you got that, and we're playing Dauphin County Cultural Fest.
Everyone has a good time, and not for 18 years. Never had a problem.
This is Derek over here. We're at the 2025 PA Cultural Fest.
369 here at the Cultural Fest.
DJ Godfather mixtape radio from the Dauphin County Cultural Fest. We're so excited that you're here tonight to have a great time. This is an amazing event, and we're excited to celebrate with you. We want to thank every one of our sponsors. I want you to give it up real loud right now for every single person who helped sponsor to make this possible. I want to thank Larry and all of his team.
I want to thank the entire Cultural Fest board, every single volunteer who made this possible. Those are the real ones. Thank you so much. Yes, you are. So to love you now, my whole life long, to be right or be wrong. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want you right. Don't shame me. It's not funny, but sweetie. This joint right here.
That's one of the national artists on this award. You may not know the artist, but the songs you might recognize. It's another one, Keep It Wide. Believe it or not, she's had 11 kids. You don't take that down for the minutes. You know, this is Evelyn Champagne King. Recognize that song. Yeah. This group is, you ever heard of Frankie Beverly? Frankie Beverly died last year, but this is his group back to play for him on bass. You don't recognize some of this song. It was a world tour last year. City of Harrisburg is a big in-kind sponsor. They set all the barricades up. They have staff down. They empty the dumpsters that day. They don't charge us for anything. They take care of everything. It also the police. We're right at capacity, and this is our headline group. We try to get all the politicians on, sponsors on the last year. The mayor has a good two-step. I don't know where George was at. I was looking for George. He might have been hiding. I don't know if George being a whole lot. But look at the crowd we have. It's just an amazing night. George wouldn't let me wear white that day. And if you notice, I mean, everybody has white on that day. It's a big theme. That Frankie Beverly always had a white hat. So everybody got this.
To the mayor for the city of Harrisburg. What an amazing night tonight at the Harrisburg Culture Fest here in Dauphin County. We wish you could be here because if you're not, you're missing out on a great show.
Hey, welcome to the 17th Annual Cultural Festival. And tonight,
In Harrisburg, it's nothing but a family reunion. The idea of coming out here and connecting people, meeting them where they're at, making sure that we're taking care of families. We have an opportunity for kids to come out. I want to thank all the members of our Cultural Diversity Committee. Thank you to everybody who put tonight on.
We're not gonna run it through the sponsors, but we have a ton of sponsors. My only biggest sponsor was the VIP, everything like that. That was our cultural festival. Carnival festival.
Thank you. It is an incredible thing to see in a city and to see it be so safe and welcoming for everybody.
Yes.
It really is something that we have to be proud of as a county and a city, quite frankly. Amazing thing. So, thank you. So what are we looking for?
Looking for a motion to approve Mr. Moore's. 26.
All right, I will make a motion to approve the contract that we have with Mr. Moore, the professional services agreement for the Dalton County Cultural Festival 2026.
Second.
Motion in a second. Any further discussion?
It's a great event. I haven't been since
Yeah.
since we moved down to the riverfront. Been lots of years before that.
Well, George, you can get guys lined up if we have any dancing at the end.
Not dancing with the commissioner. I'll dance with the mayor and you.
You know, I like footwork.
All right, so a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Opposed likewise, the ayes have it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you. Any questions before?
No, we look forward to talking to you further as, you know, we get towards Cultural Fest time. If you have any, if you need anything, please, you know, reach out to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
guess we can't say the artist this year.
Excuse me?
We can't say who's coming this year due to not having the agreement signed.
That's not my fault, George. No, let's keep it under wraps
Okay.
until we go through. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Old business, staff program reports. Market Square Plaza, the fire door replacement.
Doors that apparently had failed test. That's what the PMI is saying. That administers the maintenance in the Market Square Plaza building. I mean, Dan and I were on the condo call for a couple of months, a month or two ago. I mean, say thank you. My question was, how up and down?
Well, and when I read some of the report, at least, and that's where I got confused, because it seems that what's failing are not the doors, but the springs and so why do we have to have the full door replaced unless those components are now made or something along those lines? I mean, I know the company that was quoted, the overhead door company, but I was just curious if you got any feedback on why the whole door needs to be replaced and not maybe just the mechanical.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They just said that it failed. I guess just because sitting so long, the springs go bad or something. I don't know. I mean, that was my question.
Are they asking, are you asking them to approve that, or are they saying?
I'm requesting you guys to approve for this payment for when they do come and say, you gotta pay. Because I know it's coming soon. They've already given us like 2 or 3 notices, but.
Has the work begun?
No, because we haven't authorized the payment.
Is there any reason we could, given the size of the bill, that we couldn't get another bid? And I kind of go in line with what Matt's saying. I manage a fair amount of bills. I don't understand the infrastructure component there.
Well, the PMI apparently did multiple proposals for this fire door.
Okay.
Company, I guess it's the most-
And
So I think they've done have received other proposals.
Well, I guess and I'm sorry, Dan, I guess I just want to affirm that what was the scope of work that was asked for? Because I gather it's failing, but the fixed products there, you know, we replace springs and pulleys and tracks and wheels, and motors all the time and never touch the doors on buildings. So it could be 100% correct. I just, did they ask for a scope that said, hey, we're gonna replace this? And has anything else failed except for the areas that are attributable to the county?
Yeah.
Well, and maybe even a more question, if they fail because they don't go up and down, because they don't go up and down often, who's responsible for that? Is that on us or is that on the Market Square Plaza? Whoever?
Well, I mean, we own the space.
Right, do we send, I can't think of the gentleman who does all the maintenance for the county, do we send him over? Edgar, does Edgar go over and put the doors up and down? I mean, is that something that we were told that we should do?
I think
That we
that's
didn't
something
know
in
about.
the agreement of PMI contract.
So they're responsible for doing that?
Responsible.
I want to see if they're actually doing it.
They're the ones that tested, is what they told us.
yeah, I have a calling to Kunkel again, Eric Kunkel. But it was not necessarily suspect, but, you know, if the toilet doesn't work on the 16th floor, the whole building pays to fix that toilet. Are we just paying for those doors or just the whole building? So I'd like to get more clarity because even though the condo documents go back to the beginning, to me, I don't know if we argued loud enough. We only use the parking. We don't use any part of the building. We receive no benefit from the toilets, of the lights, of the conference rooms. And part of the covenants, I think, was the building parking does with our old building, our county employees, or Tri-County. So I, with George, spoke with Brad Jones, who runs Harristown, just to see, is there, as they put together a new plan for Harristown 333 market, this long-term, short-term does need to be on our front burner to get rid of fire doors or not, because we're not,
Right.
You know, we could argue that we weren't making a lot of money on it as product, but coupled with fully leased veterans building, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, that changed.
And the parking changed too.
And the parking change, we know when
This
people
was an issue of making 30,000-40,000 a month. Now we're at 6. So I mean, it's a whole ball.
Well,
And I think they were amenable to the questions that we were asking. It's like, we're paying all this money, like all the other tenants, but we're not using any of the amenities.
Right.
We don't have a restaurant, we don't have anything. We got nothing, two
Two
doors and a gate.
Yeah.
And parking spaces. Why are we paying the exact same percentage as the other tenants? But like I said,
And I don't think we asked, and nobody's fault, we didn't ask the question because it was fine. We were getting 30,000 a floor at the Veterans Building and it just coupled into the parking, et cetera.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I understand your desire to have us approve this to allow you to do it, but is it something that you can't come back after you talk to Mr. Kunkel and you get some additional information and come back?
we can table this.
But maybe at a minimum, you're now informed about it. So if there's a special call for permission, is that maybe?
Yeah, I mean, if it's something that, yeah, I guess, but I would ask Latoya, I mean, obviously, you haven't engaged in this conversation at all. I would like to find out from them, like, kind of why they're not, why we're replacing the whole fire gate door rather than just, they're updating everything, then that's fine, if that's their answer, but I mean, I'd like to know why.
We can get the answers to those questions and we can table this.
Yeah,
I just don't want to put a sanction on us and lock the gates. Then we got a problem if workers can't get in. Because they could do that if we don't, if we elect not to fix these doors. Do a fine us, sanction us for not having super fire doors and then lock the gate and then people can't park. Right. That could be, that's probably up to, and resolve not fixing these doors that are that. Right, I mean, everybody can do that.
No, I mean, I'm not up to speed on the condo docs, but you know, being locked down seems outrageous. You know, typically, if there are rules or regulations that you need to, you know, get a notice violation and
Cure period.
time period to correct it. If you don't do that, then fines or something of that nature. But
And
I
I don't
think it
want
makes
to,
sense to be cautious of, you know,
This is a
what
little
could.
over, because this came up last year, this is 2025.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm just saying, at some point, I would imagine they're gonna bring the hand down at some point, right? I mean, I don't know, but I'm gonna be proactive.
it may be helpful to force that conversation of like, to your question, Dan, it's like, you know, we're paying a percentage of square footage, if you will, and one has very de minimis expenditures, and the other aspect of that square footage has significant expenses. You know,
Yeah, I mean, as I said, they may be, why didn't you bring it up 10 years ago, 50, but it is worthy of bringing up, especially, I think they volunteered one of their floors at Market Square is vacant. So all the parking that went with that floor is vacant too. We have some vacant spaces, not as many as we did, but parking, it's not a problem finding it, paying for it is.
So Mr. Kunkel is with the overhead door or with PMI?
PMI.
Okay. Who's Ryan Bill?
One of the contacts that I have when I get the parking fobs for our parkers.
So he's being.
Yeah, he's PMI.
Yeah.
I deal with Ryan and with Don Layton, my contact.
I mean, and the reason I ask is like, is it worth trying to reach out to the overhead door company and ask them about, like, hey, you guys are out there. Are they telling you to replace these doors or are you telling them the doors need to be replaced? I'm sure.
We're an industry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought they said somebody had done
It's a test.
you know,
There were three tests
your
that were
exit
failed.
sign needs a light on it, or
Right.
your overhead doors aren't working. But
But
I don't think we can serve notice here.
3 tests that were completed, and they all listed as failed. But what is the cure? That's what was not defined.
Find out.
And if we need to, you know, reconnoiter before then, we will. It's a word, that's not correct. All right, yeah, I guess. All right, thank you, Mr. Connor and Mr. Robinson and folks. So we can, we don't need to table that. We can just return to it next month. Is that correct?
I think it's appropriate to table it to the next meeting.
All right, I'll make a motion to table the Market Square fire replacement door proposal at $18,855 or until the next meeting that we have.
Second.
Any discussion? Thank you guys for reporting back to us. Because it's PMI. Tourism,
CSG.
sorry. CBG home, CDBG home,
CBG. Say that fast, Mr. Chairman.
CBG.
Yeah, no, that program opened up in August, closed up in October, so we're reviewing the applications now. We'll take this up to the commissioners for recommendations.
Do you know how many applications?
It was over.
Big check.
It was over 25.
Okay.
And we're currently paying last year's and released the funding.
Yeah, agreements and signed. Grants around here.
Now,
Tourism is currently open January 1, 2026. It's in our portal system on our website, closed April 1st, 2026. So,
I would say maybe 15, not too many.
tourism is here.
Thank you. Correspondence and miscellaneous items? Board comments? Public participation? Comments? Anyone saying none? I'll look for a motion to adjourn at 12:50 p.m. Motion by Mr. Rickard, seconded by Mr. Foley. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Opposed likewise, and we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Did you get anybody?